from Books by the Dozen, and we are going to be doing a pretty ugly book discussion, I guess. It's not really a tag, but yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start off with the book covers that we don't necessarily like. So Devin's going to show you her 6 first that she picked out of her library.
These aren't in any particular order, it's how they're stacked. The first one I absolutely hate so much, and that is As You Wish by Jackson Pierce. I don't like the color scheme, I don't like the typography, I don't like the stars, and I absolutely hate the girl on the cover. I don't know why they did it like this, it's just very amateur. The next one is Old Magic by Marianne Curley. I know there are other cover versions of this cover, but this is the one I have, and I hate it. It's cheesy, it looks like it should be a movie cover, it looks like there's electricity going on between them. Literally, I don't know, I just hate everything about it. The next one hurts me a little bit that I hate it so much, but there is a new cover now that I want really bad, and that is An Abundance of Catherines by John Green. I don't like this one at all. I don't really like it when they have people on the cover, and there's a whole bunch of peoples on this cover, but the new one that was made by Nerdfighter I absolutely love, and I want that one so bad. I'll go ahead and put a picture of that one just in case, because you should all see it. Another one that I don't like kind of goes along the same thing as the people on the cover, and that is Thirst by Christopher Pike. All of the Thirst volumes look like this, and I don't like any of them at all, which is a little weird, because normally I like the whole white and black with a little bit of color on the cover, but I really don't like this at all. And this next one is just weird. It's a really sci-fi book. My mom actually wants me to read this. It's supposed to be really good. And that is The Mists of Avalon by Marion Zimmer Bradley. And I don't know, this cover and spine, it's just ridiculous. I don't know. I just really don't like it. I think it's just, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just bad.
Alright, and the first ugly book that I had is The Last Little Blue Envelope by Maureen Johnson, and it has to do with the person on the cover also, and she looks like she's bad acting. She's not even acting, she's modeling for it, but I don't like it, and cheesy. It's cheesy. The next one, it's actually a series, and it's the How to Ruin series by Simone Elklis, and anybody who's watched any videos knows I love her writing, and I love all the books by her, but look, cheesy. 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 And to top it off, I saw these same actors in one of these same poses on the cover or out on an ad somewhere, and it threw me off. I'm like, what? No. And I hate that. And
it should be individual to that book.
It should belong to the book, and I feel like they could have had, there was a lot going on. They could have had something else.
There was dust in my face.
The next book that I chose for the covers I didn't like would be My Sister's Keeper by Jodi Picoult, and it's just blah. It's plain as bland, and as the girls, yeah, I hate the color combination too. And the next one I chose is Bless Me Ultima by Rodolfo Anaya, and it's just, I don't like the color combination on this one either, and
it's awkward.
Yeah, and it's almost like they put a cover inside of a cover, yeah. And I hate that they always make classics. They give classics bad covers, and it's part of the appeal of a book is, it's going to be on your shelves forever, and it's something that you really love. It should be something that you love looking at, and with a lot of classics, it's really, really not the case. And the last book would be Beauty Queens by Liva Bray. Cheesy, but the book is also cheesy. I should probably do a review on this book.
You didn't even finish it, though.
I know. I should probably finish it so I can do a review on it. But it has, where they would have their ammunition, it's lipstick, and, they're on an island, and I don't like it. Let's leave it at that. I don't like it. And I also don't like this, sea foamy color on the back.
So when we were picking these ugly books, we went through and we made sure that we had kind of a variety. So we have an ugly book that is actually a good book, it's a good read, an ugly book that is not a good read at all, and then the king of all ugly books in our personal book collection. So for me, the one ugly book, or I guess not really ugly, they're just not appealing to me personally, that was actually a really good book, was of course An Abundance of Catherines. I love this book. I love all John Green's books, but this cover is just, no.
The cover that I chose for the, the books I actually enjoyed, I mentioned it earlier. It's the series by Simone Alcless. I liked the series, but these covers almost made me not want to try it out.
I wouldn't pick them up.
And it's the same for all of the covers for her book. The
these are way worse than the Perfect Chemistry ones.
Perfect Chemistry, but also her Leaving Paradise and Return to Paradise. Those are bad too. They're all bad.
And the one ugly book that is also, in my opinion, not a very good book. I did not like it very much, and that is As You Wish by Jackson Pierce, which hurts my heart a little bit because I really like Jackson Pierce as a person. I watch her YouTube channel. She's hilarious, and I'm looking forward to reading her other books. And I'm sure a younger audience would actually really enjoy this book, but I am in my early 20s, and this is not for me.
In the book, I made my book sort of obvious as I was going through them. The book that I didn't like the cover and I didn't enjoy the book was Beauty Queens by Lil Ray. And a lot of people love this, so this is just my opinion. It, may not be the same as other people out there, but I didn't enjoy it. I thought it was cheesy. And
You guys don't understand. We were in Aruba. She's reading it in the hotel room. And she stops and she goes, she got ate by a snake. Swallowed whole by a snake. That doesn't happen. That's not possible. This book is stupid. And that was the end.
At least I'm pretty sure that's not possible. She said, well, let me find the quote.
Not the way that, find the quote.
Let me find the quote. Too late, the girl looked up just as the snake opened wide and swallowed her down in a giant gulp. A giant gulp. One giant gulp. The snake, giant gulp. On a lighter note, let's get into our pretty books, or books that we really like the covers of.
Alright, the first one I have is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, and this is actually the Pocket Books publisher. It's a UK edition. I have the US edition, which is this one, and Robin and I actually she got this for me, bought this one separately just because it was so pretty. So yeah.
I love it. It looks like notebook paper.
And it has quotes from the book on it.
And the orange, and the back it has like little pictures, and on the spine as well.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a notebook page with scrapbooking too. I don't know. I just really like the effect of it. And the next one I've mentioned in a couple of videos before, and the covers actually what caught my eye first at the bookstore, and then I read it and I thought it sounded pretty good. So I grabbed it, and that is The Probability of Miracles by Wendy Wonder. Normally I like white covers with pops of color on them like this, so that is what caught my eye with it, and I absolutely love it. And it also wraps kind of around, the feathers wrap around the book, and it's beautiful. The next one I mentioned in a video just a couple of days ago, and that is Lovely, Dark, and Deep, and it is so pretty. I showed this, so I don't really have to show it again, but it's really pretty. The next one I just got in the mail, and I love it, and it is Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. And all of these yellow books that look like they're on bookshelves glow in the dark. Literally glow in the dark. So it's a little weird when you're laying down in bed and there's just one book on your shelf that's glowing, but it's really awesome. And the last one I have is a book that I was so excited for. I literally waited at my house until like 4 o'clock for it to get here, and that is the Penguin Classic Hardback Edition of Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. And it's so pretty, and it's black and red, which has significance if you know the story or saw the movie or the musical or anything. And it's got like birds singing songbirds on the front, and it's beautiful.
The first book of the 6 books that I picked out from my library, all of the Suki Stackhouse books by Charlene Harris. I love the series, but I also love the artwork. It's by Lisa Desamini, all the covers, and sometimes they're glittery and they're embossed and things like that. But just, if you've ever seen any of it up close, it's really gorgeous. And the second book, I actually bought the paperback in this version of Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. The other book is A Girl in a Dress on the front. So they changed the covers for the sequel, so it sucks for whoever bought, the girl in the dress. Yeah. But this one's gorgeous because it has a blue eye, and where her eyelashes are, it's, trees branching off of it, and her bottom lid it looks like a waterfall coming out of it, and I love the dark colors and everything.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
The third book that I picked out is Candide by Voltaire, and it's almost like it's a Penguin's Deluxe Edition classic, and it's almost like a comic book on the front, but it has, gold foiling around it and the typography, and I just love it. And I actually got this at a used bookstore that's now closed down. Sad. Another book, I like the cover, it's okay, but mostly the spine on this book is really pretty. I love the gold swirls with the black. But mostly when this series, if anybody knows the Sweep series by Kate Tiernan, is really long. There's about 16 of the books. I think I have 7 of them so far. They're okay, but when they're all next to each other and all the spines match, and I just love it. I love the way it looks on the bookshelf. So, and the last book that I picked out is Wildwood by Colin Malloy, and the illustrations are by Carson Ellis, and I'll show you the front and the back. And I actually saw this book on Amanda from Hey Hey Books channel, and I ordered it specifically so we could have it in this video, and it's gorgeous. And if you see on the inside, let me take off the flap. Aww. Not only is the outside of the book gorgeous, and it has a little, bird right there, but the inside cover has a map on it, and the back cover also, and there's illustrations throughout the book too.
It's just pretty.
And so I just actually got this today, and I'm really, really excited to read it.
And I just realized that I kind of failed at the whole pick one pretty book that is a good read and pick one that's a bad read, because I don't have one that I picked that's a bad read. So, whoops. But the one that I picked that is a good read is The Probability of Miracles by Wendy Wonder. I really, really liked this book. It's about a girl with cancer, so it does get a little bit sad, but I love the main character. She's super strong and cynical and hilarious. I love her family. I love where they go in the book, the setting of it. I love everything about it. I picked this one over The Perks of Being a Wallflower only because I mentioned The Perks of Being a Wallflower in my favorites of 2012. So I picked this one for this video.
And one of my pretty books that I don't necessarily enjoy, I like them, they're just not my favorite, and now I need to finish the series. And that's the Sweep series. Don't get me wrong, I like them, and I do want to figure out what happens now. I feel sort of connected to it, but the stories I almost feel like it's spiraling out of control, and I think if I were a little bit younger, I would enjoy it a lot more than I do. And I like all of the rest of these books also, but I guess the book that I would have to pick for, one of my favorites is the Suki Stackhouse books, my pretty books. We're crowning the king and queens of our ugly
and pretty books.
Right, let's do the ugly at the same time. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ugly
As
book.
you wish.
The last little blue envelope. And the reason I picked this one over the other ones is because the second book doesn't even match in size to the first book. It makes me so mad.
So mad.
And you picked...
It's just bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. And it's just bad all around. I just hate it. I hate it all. I hate all of it. Alright.
The winners.
Wildwood.
Okay. From the moment I saw this book, it was love at first sight. I knew I wanted it, and there's a second book to it also. I don't know if it's going to be a long series or what, but there's already a second book out, and I'm excited, and it's beautiful.
How could you not love it? It's cloth bound, it's hardback, it's beautiful, and it has one of these things.
A bookmark?
A bookmark, a ribbon one that's built in. How could you not love this book? I love it. Stop laughing at me.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this video, and like we said earlier, these are just our opinions. So some people might not, like the same things. It might not appeal to you, but that was just what it was for us. Okay, and we will see you in our next week of videos video.
Yeah, which should be
a tag that we made, so that'll be exciting. Okay, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.